Can someone explain to me when it got so fucking hard to go live on YouTube? Like, what the hell? I've been going way too long. Is there anything that I don't want you all to see in the background? I think I'm good. What the fuck is that? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there's nothing crazy on the screen I don't want y'all to see. Let me just adjust this thumbnail because YouTube really got me fucked up right now. We're just gonna change that thumbnail. If you're watching this on the day after, I apologize, but this is a live stream, so I'm just trying to get my shit right. We're gonna put LaMarcus up front. Boom. Yeah, we're just gonna change that. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, I changed it. There we go. Okay, so now that that's out the way, let me get down to it. So I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I just don't feel like editing an entire video. And when, folks come on, I'm going to re-say a lot of stuff, but I'll just try to get over to the nitty gritty and shit like that. DeAndre Jordan's gone. We acquired Jahlil Okafor and somebody fucking else. And then we got LaMarcus Aldridge back. This all happened in the span of no joke, maybe 5 minutes. It was the quickest I have ever seen news break in my entire life. And that is definitely not a pun, but it's the fastest I've ever seen news break in my entire life. We're talking about in the span of 5 minutes, that nigga gone. DeAndre Jordan is fucking gone. 2 minutes later. 2 minutes fucking later, here comes the shit saying that damn, I forgot homie's name. This is so much easier when I'm just looking at my phone. What was that nigga's name? Alizé Johnson. 2 minutes later, they're saying Alizé Johnson is gone. Literally in the next following 2 minutes, they're saying fucking LaMarcus Aldridge is here. It's some of the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life. I wanted to read on camera with y'all what the report specifically said, because it's really easy to get lost in this, and it's not possible for me to read it and be looking at my phone at the same time. So I just wanted to be able to read this here. Brian, what's good with you? Let me read this shit. Oh, also, and apparently the Lakers want DeAndre Jordan. Take that motherfucker. Take him. Please take him. Get him on the other side of the coast. Take that nigga. Don't nobody want him. Have him. If the Lakers fans think that's going to solve some shit, best of luck in your future endeavors. Take that nigga. We won't miss him. Trust me on that. But that's not here nor there. Let me read the exact deal that went down here. Okay, so they said, this is what Woj tweeted. Woj said the Brooklyn Nets are trading DeAndre Jordan for 4 future second. Damn, 4 pick. God damn. That kind of goes over to my not caring about the future thing, and I don't know how I feel about that, but that's not even there. The Brooklyn Nets are trading DeAndre Jordan 4 second-round pick. That is just nuts. 4 second-round picks and $5 million. We had to pay to get rid of this nigga. Think about that for a second. We had to pay to get rid of this nigga, but that's not it. So that is 4 future second-round picks, basically $6 million in order to get Jahlil Okafor and Sekou. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. And Sekou from the Pistons. Now, from my understanding, we were trying to give a little bit of money to try and match salaries, I guess, to try to make it work in some kind of way. I'm not entirely sure how that works out for the Pistons, but the Pistons are taking him on some salary dump type shit. So how when Melo got traded from, was it OKC? I think it was OKC. It was either the Rockets or OKC. When he got traded over to the Hawks and it was just a straight up salary dump so that he could then go somewhere else, might have been OKC. I feel like it was OKC, but that's not even there. So when OKC traded Carmelo over to the Hawks so it could be the salary dump thing and they just buy him out so he was able to go to the Rockets, I'm assuming that's how they went. I'm getting really fuzzy on details, but it's kind of like that. So we give DeAndre Jordan over to them motherfuckers in Detroit and shit, which is kind of interesting that they have money to throw around and help us buy out DeAndre Jordan, But what's up with the water in Flint? But that's not here nor there. I'm not gonna make this. I'm not gonna make this political. But that's not here nor there. I just think that's a little bit ironic. But that's not here nor there. So we give him over to Detroit. Detroit is the salary dump. They're able to help us buy him out so he can be a free agent and he can go over to California and do whatever the fuck he wants. Ben Simmons has to be somewhere pissed the hell off that DeAndre Jordan escaped before he did, but that's not here nor there. So that nigga's gone, right? Immediately after, and actually, let me not even fast forward. Let me stay on this tweet. From what I'm being told, Mr. Okafor was on the Nets before. Now, again, a lot of this stuff is new to me. I had to be reminded that we had Humphries at one point. That like a fucking fever dream. But it seems like everyone on fucking Earth has played for the Nets at least once. That's some wild shit, but that's not even there. So apparently this man was already on the Nets, hey Michelle, and had a history of going back and forth with Joel Embiid because of the whole Sixer shenanigans or whatever. So if that man wants to continue the Sour Grapes World Tour with us, I'm 1,000% here for it. And like I said in the video when it happened, we needed a center really, really fucking bad. So I'm here for it. Oh, Woj had some specifics. The Nets sent their own 2022 and 2027 second round pick, a 2024 second round pick, and a 2025 second round pick. Damn, so we just threw everything we had out there. I don't know how I feel about that. Because again, that goes over to what I was saying in my Aldridge Johnson video, where I'm not sure how comfortable I am literally mortgaging the future for a championship in this exact moment. Now I'm here for it, and we're going to get to all the magical reasons why I'm absolutely down for the win now mentality. It's just, god damn, we gave up a lot. What's up, y'all? Those last two picks are from different teams. Regardless, that's just a shit ton we gave up. But again, for a guaranteed championship right now, if we have to take the approach of being like the Raptors and just say, fuck it, let's get a ring and figure the rest out later, I guess I'm here for it. It's just, God, on paper, that just looks like a lot. So that's the picks. That's what we did and everything. I missed you too. And we did have fun back in the day. We did have a lot of fun back. I'm actually wearing my Knicks shorts right now. I'm actually rocking the Knicks shorts right now. We did have a lot of fun back in the day, but that's not even there. So that is what is going on as far as what we had to give up. And there's just one more thing I'll talk about that's a little bit of a negative before I just gush over how much I think we're going to destroy everyone for the rest. So listen, Alize Johnson. Alize Johnson played amazing in the Summer League. I know we're not supposed to look at the Summer League and really buy in too much to it because it's Summer League, right? You're playing against kids and Brandon Knight, right? So like that's not really anything to really hang your hat on, if you will. But Alize Johnson was really good. Alize came in times where I'd say we really needed it. Those times where it was just James Harden and the bubble nets, basically. Alize really fucking came through with the rebounds, with the bully ball stuff, him being able to get his own shot at will, full court press to get the rebound, sprints down type stuff. I'm really going to miss that energy, and I was really looking forward to viewing him as a piece of the core for the future because as I've said extremely consistently, or what's good with you? As I've said extremely consistently, I get nervous when I see us just giving up youth. I get nervous when I see Cam, right? Cam Thomas just lighting it the fat fuck up, right? Just lighting it up in the Summer League, being everything we want. And just knowing that there is a possibility that Sean Marks could say, but what if we had Ben Simmons though? Like, you feel me? It just, I'm having trouble sleeping at night knowing that we are in clear win now mode and they could pull anything off. I'm not saying he would. I'm not saying I want that. But it's just knowing in the back of my mind that them niggas will trade anyone to win. It just freaks me out just a teensy bit. That is the only negative I have for you. And I only bring up the negative because I want to be as level-headed and as collective and as analytical man as I can possibly be. So it's not just a dick-sucking marathon here. I just wanted to throw out there that I do have concerns, and I can see where this might go left for us in the future. And then we got LaMarcus Aldridge, and I said, well, fuck that. I don't know if y'all understand what is going on here. When I said I wanted a replacement center, I have been saying since April, maybe even earlier than that. I've been saying a good bit this entire summer. We never replaced LaMarcus Aldridge. When I was throwing out names like a Dwight Howard or a Hassan Whiteside or something like that, or some disgruntled big man that ain't doing shit, I have constantly been saying that is with the thought process of we have to replace LaMarcus Aldridge. Could have been Steven Adams. I don't give a fuck who it was. It was to replace LaMarcus Aldridge. Not only did we go get another center in the form of Jahlil Okafor. I figure out that man's name, Jahlil. I'm just gonna call him Jahlil. But we went and got LaMarcus Aldridge back. When it seems like our backs are against the proverbial wall, if I can get on my Carmelo Anthony for a second, when it feels like our backs are against the proverbial wall, when we're sitting here trying to figure out what the fuck is Sean Marks doing, we just gave up Spencer Dinwiddie for nothing. And then just in the back of our minds, we just heard this quiet trade exception. Trade exception. Let me just read you, because there are a million tweets talking about it. Let me just read to y'all real quick what our depth is looking like right now. I'm gonna Nets roster. That's a good thing to type in. We'll go to the most recent one, 3 hours ago. That's not the whole roster. I need the whole roster. I'm gonna read this shit for y'all, motherfuckers. I'm gonna read this shit for y'all. Tell me if you are not out of your mind excited for this next season. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. Now that's the first 3 names, and I feel like we're not making a big enough deal about that alone. I have only read you the first 3 names, and it's not even jump out the window time yet. The first 3, I'll run it back for you. Don't worry. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant. Those are the first 3 names. One more. What? Listen, I know this is gonna be a long video. Strap yourself in. Whatever it is, what it is. But I need y'all to understand what we have going on here. The first 3 goddamn names. Say it with me. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. Let's play a game. Let's play the read past the first 3 players game and see how wild this gets. Count how many times at home you say, damn, we got him? Count with me. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Paul Millsap, LaMarcus Aldridge. Fuck. Starting lineup one more time. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Paul Millsap, LaMarcus Aldridge. The bench. Patty Mills, Bruce Brown, Joe Harris, Blake Griffin, Claxton. Shall I run the bench by you one more time? I got you. I'll do it one more time. I got you. The fucking bench. Patty Mills, Bruce Brown, Joe Harris, Blake Griffin, Nicholas Claxton. The reserves, Javon Carter, Summer League MVP Cam Thomas, that said Sekou dude, meh. James, I fucking forgot he was there. James Johnson, Day'Ron Sharpe. That's the first 15. You want me to read the two-way players? I agree. The bench is its own fucking starting lineup. Hell, most lottery teams is our reserve 5. The people we have on two ways, Kessler Edwards, DeAndre Bembry, and Jaleel. So let's say you're playing us, right? You are one of the other, isn't it insane, bro? Isn't it just fucking insane? Let's say you're one of the other Eastern Conference teams, right? You're trying your hardest. It's the end of the season. You're trying to fight to make sure you're not in the play-in tournament. You want to get your positioning right type shit. You're on your Ariana Grande switching up positions for you type shit. This is the starting lineup you have to contend with. You got to find a way to stop James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. And again, that's just the first 3 players. Paul Millsap, LaMarcus Aldridge. So let's compare teams for a second. Let's say, who's a team I know in the East? Let's say we got the other New York team. I really don't know other teams like that. So let's just say the other New York team, right? So that's James Harden and Kemba Walker. Good fucking luck. That's Kyrie Irving and who's their shooting guard? Evan Fournier. Damn, that's not fair. Kevin Durant and RJ Paul Millsap, Julius Randle. Julius is better than Paul Millsap, but I mean, still, goddamn, that's your first mismatch. And Taj Gibson and LaMarcus. So if you survive that, right? If you fucking survive that, then you got to see our bench. Then Patty Mills is going to check in. Bruce Brown's going to check in. Joe Harris is going to check in. Blake fucking Griffin checks in off the bench. And Claxton comes in. And then after we blow the niggas out by 30 in the third quarter, here comes Javon Carter, Cam Thomas, that Sekou dude, James Johnson, and Day'Ron Sharpe. Let's compare this to another team. Let's say Philly, right? Let's say Philly. Let's assume nothing happens and this Ben Simmons shit is just a cap parade, right? James Harden, Ben Simmons. Good fucking luck. Seth Green, Kyrie Irving. Good fucking luck. Tobias Harris, Kevin Durant. And again, that's only the first 3 names. Insert player here, Paul Millsap. And they can tag team on LaMarcus Aldridge. Again, if we go to the bench, it's just not even fucking fair. Let's compare it to another team. Let's take it. We've ruined the fucking league. And that's what I meant by it might look a little wild because other teams are trying their best to make these crazy ass moves, but niggas are trying to compete with us. Niggas is trying to compete with us. What's up, Star? We'll get to the Bucks in a second. I honestly have to look up their starting lineup, but let's say the Hawks, right? I'm chilling, right? Let's say the Hawks. And Sean Marks, we trust that's all right with us. Trae Young, James Harden. Good luck. Who's their shooter? Bogdanovich, Kyrie Irving. It's not even fucking fair. Kevin Durant, DeAndre Hunter, maybe? Like, no. Now, Paul Millsap, John Collins. I think Paul Millsap is a better overall player than current John Collins. Nothing against John Collins. I fuck with John Collins. I'm not talking trash with the Hawks. I'm taking Paul Millsap. In a playoff series, I'm taking Paul Millsap over John Collins. Sorry. I'm sure this will be used in a million clips for Hawks fans, but I'm taking Paul Millsap over John Collins. LaMarcus Aldridge, Clint Capella. I'm taking LaMarcus Aldridge. And again, their bench is not seeing our bench. I don't think Lou Williams is going to be able to keep up with Patty Mills. I don't see that happening. I don't see Cam Reddish keeping up with Blake Griffin. I'm sorry. Like, excuse me if that sounds arrogant, but I don't think Cam Reddish is keeping up with Blake Griffin. Sorry. Akonwu, if that's his name, I might be fucking it up, is not keeping up with Claxton. That's just not happening. And again, that's your combinations when James Harden isn't running point with the fucking bench unit. Y'all been waiting. Gallinari don't play no goddamn defense, bro. Good try, but Gallo does not play any fucking defense. And even if he starts, I think Kevin Durant is not going to have trouble with Danilo Gallinari. Like, I'm not saying the Hawks are trash. They're a very good team. Personally, I think behind us, quiet as kept. Them niggas is better than the Bucks. Like, quiet as kept. I think they're the second best team in the East, personally. But they're just not fucking with them. Like, we're in a different stratosphere. Like, how to respect the Lakers, how people need to respect us. It's not even close. The fucking gap is not even, I'm not shitting on the Hawks. I'm saying no one can stop us. So let's say the Bucks. You brought up the Bucks. Y'all are gonna have to refresh my memory for a second. Who starts for the Bucks? So that's Drew Holiday, James Harden. Drew Holiday is not stopping James Harden. He might put the clamps on Kai every now and again, but didn't seem to work before the injury. So I am I'm taking James Harden that matchup. Who's their shooting guard? Somebody tell me who their shooting guard is. While y'all tell me the shooting guard, I'll skip over to your three. Your three is Chris Middleton. That's Kevin Durant. Chris Middleton is not stopping Kevin Durant. It's not happening. DiVincenzo? Is that the white boy? Like, I don't even know who that is. Like, I don't know who that is. You're not stopping Kyrie. I don't know who that is. And if Chris Middleton is your shooting guard, yeah, he's not stopping Kyrie. He's good. I'm not saying he's trash, bro. I'm not saying these people are trash. I'm saying in comparison to us, I'm taking us on every matchup. Is Giannis a 4 or a 3? Because you're talking about either Paul Millsap or KD. He's fucking up Paul Millsap. I'll give you that. But, I mean, if it's him versus KD, I like our chances. And in all fairness, who stops Giannis anyway, right? So, I'll give you Giannis. He's a 4. Yeah, he's fucking up Paul Millsap. He's absolutely fucking up Paul Millsap. But I don't think we were going to find anyone that's a Giannis stopper because I don't think a Giannis stopper exists. So fair. What's up to each and every one of you who are coming on the live stream? I'm just mid rant, and I'm trying to focus. But what's up, y'all? Let's see. So that leaves LaMarcus Aldridge and Brook Lope. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I still haven't mentally gotten over Game 7. Bro, that shit is so far in the past right now. Like, I understand if it hurts, but, man, we are so good. We are so good. And I think with that, I think we just named every team that's in competition with us in the East. So let's have fun for a quick second, right? Let's just have fun for a quick second and just really speculate a little bit. Let's just say fucking and compare to the Lakers, right? Let me ask y'all this because y'all know how I feel. James Harden, Westbrook, who y'all got in that matchup? I'm going Harden. I don't think that's that controversial to take. I'm going James Harden. Number two is who's it? Right, Harden. Right, Harden. Right. Who the fuck is taking Russell Westbrook? Who would their two be? They got a really sloppy ass team. Who would their two guard be? Do y'all know who their two guard is? Like, is that LeBron at two? Like, I don't know. LeBron or KD? Kendrick Nunn? Wayne Ellington? Malik Monk? Yeah, I think Kyrie blindfolded beats them. So, okay, you move to three, that's LeBron. I think LeBron is a better overall player, but at his age, like matchup-wise, KD's eating his ass. So Kevin Durant wins that one, right? Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Kevin Durant wins that one. Who's there for? Carmelo? Anthony Davis? Like, let's say hypothetically it's Carmelo, right? Paul Millsap is fucking up Carmelo Anthony. 2021 Carmelo Anthony and Paul Millsap, I'm taking Paul Millsap every goddamn time. Every goddamn time. Now let's say it's Anthony Davis at the four, right? Let's say it's Anthony Davis at the four. It's a long day in the office for Paul Millsap. We're probably losing that matchup. But think about it like this. Really think about it like this. With how much switching goes on and how much niggas like stretch the floor and all that shit, let's say that, okay, it's a little bit of a mismatch if we're playing just straight up NBA 2K, like upward church league man-on-man defense type shit, right? There's obviously a mismatch there. But you're telling me we can't just have LaMarcus Aldridge or like Claxton or Blake or something like that. We can't just have one of them just be on Anthony Davis on the defensive end and just let Paul Millsap and Bruce Brown and James Johnson and shit like that just take turns like putting Dwight Howard through hell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't think we can pull that off? You don't think we can pull that off? Or fucking DeAndre Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think we can make that work? I don't. Yeah. Or Kevin Durant on Anthony Davis. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid in the slightest. Because again, all we're talking about is our starting lineup. Let me remind y'all one more time. That's just the starting lineup. The next five people off the bench is Patty Mills, Bruce Brown, Joe Harris, Blake Griffin, and Claxton. And we don't talk about this enough because it's just been a funny meme all summer, but Joe Harris ain't fucking up twice. He had never been that deep in the playoffs before. Obviously not surprised he choked. Joe Harris ain't fucking up twice. So you're talking about the bench is Patty Mills, Bruce Brown, Joe Harris, Blake, and Claxton. Yeah, good luck, Rondo. What is anyone going to do? What is anyone going to do with us? And I'll say it again, that's just the bench. You want to go the reserve unit? We haven't even factored, afraid I was good with you. We haven't even factored in the two-way contract dudes. The reserves, your five reserves, is Javon Carter, Cam Thomas, that Sekou dude, James Johnson, and Day'Ron Sharpe. I'm telling you, there is not a human being on earth. There is not a team. There's not an AAU squad that is fucking with us. You can't do it. There's absolutely nobody. And I know I come from a very toxic cloth, and I own that. I know I've had a very sloppy ass history here on YouTube with overreacting to things. I would venture to say that I'm partially the reason why the entire online NBA community says your favorite team in 4. I'll venture to say I might have started that shit. That's my bad. But y'all, there is just no way anyone can look at this roster and not be excited. I get if you're confident in your team and shit like that. Like, say you're a Chicago Bulls fan, right? Good for you. Good job. Congratulations. You should be proud of that. You got Lonzo. You got Zach LaVine. You got DeMar DeRozan. I'm still salty over that. I wanted DeMar, right? You got DeMar DeRozan. You got Vooch. Like, that's a adorable team you got over there. Kobe coming off the bench. That is a nice-ass team. The answer to that is because I had my trip pants on, but I didn't want to get them dirty because I had to turn the AC off, and I knew I was going to start sweating. And if I'm going to ruin a pair of clothing, it might as well be the Knicks shit and not my $200 pants, but that's not here there. Oh, flex. Oh, flex. Sorry. What was I saying? No, I don't remember what I said. Doesn't matter. Where I was going is I have a history of being toxic, and that's fair. I have a history of overreacting to things, but there is no way you can look at – I was talking about the Bulls, right? The Bulls got a nice team, and you can be proud of your nice team that you have acquired, and that's cute. You can be super proud of that. Rush, what's good with you? You can be super proud of that shit, and good for you. Good for you. Why do you own your Knicks shorts? I wanted them, so I bought them. Oh, you must not know. I was a Knicks fan for years and years and years. I got a shit ton of Knicks stuff, like a shit ton. And I'll be wearing them shits around the house because I paid for them shits. Fuck me. But yeah. Used to be a Knicks fan. Not proud of my past, but I used to be a Knicks fan. So that's why I got Knicks shit. But health can play a part too. I mean, fair, but again, let me read you the depth chart here. Let's say James Harden's hamstring is worse than we thought it was, and he load manages through like a majority of the season, right? That means Patty Mills is the starting point guard? No. Because Kyrie Irving goes to point, and you can start Joe Harris again. Ain't nobody fucking with us. Let's say Kevin Durant and James Harden go down. James Harden's at point. You can start Bruce Brown and Joe Harris. Damn. Let's say LaMarcus Aldridge retires again. We still got Claxton. We still got Day'Ron Sharpe. We got Bembry. Damn, I keep forgetting about Bembry. The fucking depth on this team is ridiculous. And we still got Jaleel. You can small ball with Blake Griffin again. Small ball with Paul Millsap. We got James Johnson. Let's say the entire big three is hurt the entire season. What would we do? Patty Mills starts. Joe Harris and Bruce Brown starts. You still got Paul Millsap and LaMarcus Aldridge and Blake Griffin. There is absolutely no way we don't win. The depth is too strong, y'all. The depth is too strong. We've talked about at great length that one of the main issues we had was obviously health, but it was about who it is that we had. Right? If LaMarcus Aldridge doesn't retire and it's just Kevin Durant and LaMarcus Aldridge out there with Blake Griffin and Bruce Brown and Landry Shamet and Tyler Johnson and everyone that we had, we're winning that. KD just needed a smidgen of help. I mean, a fucking smidgen of health. Because think about it like this. James Harden doesn't try to come back early, right? Mike James is running point. They're playing a lot more free. It's not just James Harden limps across half court and gives it to KD in the post for 3 games. Like, we get past that series. James Harden has time to recover. And who knows? We get Spencer Dinwiddie and Kyrie Irving back in the finals. We win. We win. Didn't we only lose by like 2 points? Didn't we only lose by like 2 points in overtime in game 7? That nigga just has a little help. Steve Nash has a fucking brain. And we win the championship. Let me see what y'all saying over here. Healthy or not, Lakers in 4. If y'all can get out the West, I'd love to see it. Let's not act like the Suns ain't give y'all that fucking work in the first round. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if y'all get out the West, sure. And y'all had injuries too, but the West is really fucking hard. There's a lot of really good teams over there. And a lot of them are on like year 5 of chemistry. Like, see, that's the type of teams I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of teams with chemistry. Like, I'm terrified of the Hawks. I'm fucking terrified of them. The Bucks, I don't like to give them credit, but I'm scared of them niggas. They've been together for a long time. I'm scared of chemistry. Y'all got to worry about the Jazz. Y'all got to worry about the Suns. Assuming the Trailblazers don't completely fall apart, Dame is still Dame. You got the Nuggets, they're coming back full health. Like, my God, get out the West and then come to the table type shit. No shot at your team. You should be happy that your team is that stacked. It's just, I feel like having confidence of the Nets in the Eastern Conference is completely different than confidence in the Lakers in the West. I feel like if you had our type of optimism, I would believe you would be delusional because of how much talent is in the West. Who the fuck we got to compete with in the East? The fucking Heat? What the fuck are the Heat going to do? This is their first year with thick-ass Kyle Lowry. This is their first full year with Victor Oladipo. Let's see if that nigga gets hurt again. He gonna be making more R&B cuts with Drake on Certified Lover Boy 2 type shit. Let's see if that nigga can go a whole season without getting hurt. That just leaves y'all with Bam Adebayo and Jimmy. You niggas just think because Jack Harlow did the Tyler Hero freestyle. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. The Raptors are done. No, if I didn't know you was a Heat fan. I didn't mean to go that hard. I didn't know you was a Heat fan. My bad. Y'all are a good team. Y'all are a very, very good team. And y'all are going to make some noise in the Eastern Conference. So you better tell the Chicago Bulls, get ready for a long series. You better tell them goddamn Knicks, get ready for a long season. You are a very good team. So anyway, ain't nobody fucking with us in the East. So like that comparison, I don't even see that. I don't even see that comparison. I just don't see that comparison. Because our skill gap and y'all's skill gap is 2 completely different things. Now, if you make it out the West, we'll be waiting for you. We'll absolutely be waiting for you. And it'll be one hell of a series. But what y'all got to get through to get there is completely different than us. All we got to do is stay healthy. Y'all have to stay healthy and make that shit work. I don't want to go off the talking points of everyone else here, but good luck with Westbrook. Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all got some shit you got to work out, and I hope that works out for you, and we'll see you there. We'll see you there. Trying to think, is there anything else I want to talk about? Is there anything I want to get to? Is there anything y'all specifically want to talk about? Because if not, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out. But is there anything else y'all would specifically like to talk about before I go ahead and end this live stream? I feel like this was a lot better than me just making another video. And I ain't talked to y'all in like fucking ages. But is there anything else y'all want to talk about before I go? Give y'all a second to type. DeAndre Jordan over to Lakers. Fuck DeAndre Jordan. That's how I think about that. No, the Lakers knew how the Lakers would lose. Yeah, probably. It's probably going to be because of Westbrook. That's my assumption. Nah, we good. 18th coming. Back home to LA. Is that when we play y'all? Mike says your starting lineup in your opinion. Best I was good with you. In my opinion, who the starting lineup should be? I think it should be, I mean, obviously the first three. Actually, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. Y'all might not be too happy with this, but I'm switching up a little bit. I think it should be James Harden, Kyrie Irving. Who y'all are going to kill me? I think it should still be Joe Harris. I know y'all are going to kill me. I think it should still be Joe Harris. Katie at the 4. LaMarcus Aldridge at the 5. I know y'all don't agree with me, but that's what I think the starting lineup should be. Personally, I know y'all don't agree with me, and that's probably not going to happen, but I think that's the best way to go about it. Personally, that's just me. Do you think we will sign anyone else? We don't really need to, and I don't think we have enough space, but I mean, if we get someone else, I'm not going to say no to it. How much playing time do you think Cam gets? Probably not much, because even if niggas start getting hurt, we've got so many elite guards. Like, you know what I mean? To really like dig into where he could be. If somebody gets hurt, like your Kyrie, if he goes missing or some shit like that, that's minutes you got to give to Joe Harris and you got to give to Bruce Brown. And their playing time is a little bit more important than Cam. I think Cam is important. Like, if everything goes to shit, that's important, him coming off the bench. But I don't see a world where he ever starts this season. I really don't see it. So it probably won't be that much. He might not be too happy about that, but I'm sure when he's busting niggas' ass in the fourth quarter because, God, we're just up by 70, he won't mind. Keep that same energy. Oh, I 1,000% will. And I wish y'all luck. I'm sure you'll do great. Bed-Stuy says, will the Lakers find out that he's absolutely, and he probably won't play, and he'll be pissed off he's getting DMPs over there, but at least it's not our $20 million problem. Second lineup. What's good, Buggin? Second lineup. Let me think of what I said for the first one. So I said Joe Harris starts. So if Joe Harris is starting and Katie's at the 4, I'm saying off the bench it should be Patty Mills, Bruce Brown, Bruce Brown, Paul Millsap, Blake Griffin, Claxton. That's me. Y'all might not agree with that. That's me. And I know some of y'all are still really mad at Joe Harris, but I don't think he's going to fuck up 2 years in a row. Which 5 closes tight games? Probably. See, because I want to go to Blake Griffin at the 5, but to close a game, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Bruce Brown, LaMarcus Aldridge. I really have faith in LaMarcus Aldridge. I know a lot of y'all might not, but I really have faith in LaMarcus Aldridge. And I think his ability to also shoot, that's just me. Joe Harris doesn't deserve to start after the bad playoffs. I don't think he's going to fuck up twice. I really don't think he's going to fuck up twice. It was his first time that deep in the playoffs. I would have choked too. But I don't know. I'm not quite as mad as I was in the beginning of the offseason. I think he'll do just fine. And he's a fucking assassin from three. Maybe DJ don't impact KD or Kyrie. Yeah, maybe they're not as close as they once thought, or maybe that just kind of goes to show how much that our stars are dedicated to winning. Because if they're willing to part ways with their best friend, that means they're truly dedicated to winning, and it's not just about the money, which is great. Harris could start. That would be our small lineup option. Yeah. Fire, no cap. Appreciate that. I don't know if that was sarcasm, but I appreciate that. I see a W in there. Appreciate that. The homie 16 says, but Harden is going to be on the second unit. I mean, I think there'll be times where he is, but I think the most important thing is he doesn't have to do that anymore. I think one of the main reasons why he kind of broke down towards the end of the season is because we had him playing with the fucking second unit so much. With Patty Mills, James doesn't have to log that many minutes. And I'm going to make a video about this at some point, so I'm kind of jumping the gun or whatever, but just because y'all are here with me, I'll go ahead and spoil a future video. I don't think the regular season matters. Like, for teams like us, I don't think the regular season matters. We could be in the fucking play-in tournament, and I don't think it really matters. Really, we just got to get through the regular season, make sure nobody gets hurt, and we're good to go for the playoffs. Like, I don't think it fucking matters. This is a graduated take from me saying seeding doesn't matter. Now it really doesn't fucking matter. Kind of like how it doesn't matter. Like, any team that LeBron's on, nobody cares what the standings are. They're going to fucking win. Same thing with Golden State. Like, James Harden working his fucking ass off with the Rockets. Warriors are going to win. So it's like it's the same thing. I know y'all don't agree with that, but we are so good. We could not have home court advantage for every series, and it doesn't matter. There's just no one that stopped it. Like, I'll read it one more time. I understand what I was saying. But let me just read this one more time. This is what we're going into the season with. When y'all crack open 2K a week, this is what we get off a rip. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Paul Millsap, LaMarcus Aldridge, Patty Mills, Bruce Brown, Joe Harris, Blake Griffin, Claxton, Javon Carter, Cam Thomas, Sekou, James Johnson, Day'Ron Sharpe, Kessler Edwards, DeAndre Bembry, JaVale Okafor. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter who we play. And we've gone over the scenarios of, if someone gets hurt, blah, blah, blah. It just doesn't fucking matter. And to your point, I think there will be quite a bit of load management. But just think about this. With the bubble Nets and James Harden, they were the second seed. Our version of the bubble Nets this year is Patty Mills having to be our starting point guard. Do y'all get what I mean? Like, I don't know. I was good with you. I don't know. Like, I have had years where I have admittedly overreacted to things, but there's just no fucking way this doesn't work. Like, it doesn't even matter that our coach is Steve Nash. You know what I mean? It doesn't even fucking matter anymore. I don't think it matters. I don't think we will be hurt at all. Harden is healthy. And Kyrie's foot is good. And KD, he hasn't really played in 2 years. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. KD's already got his legs under him from the Olympics. I think we'll be just fine. If anything, I'm just really hyped to get 2K because I cannot wait to play. And I think a serious conversation needs to be had for, do we have the greatest team of all time? I think it's really time to start asking those questions. Because unlike with other teams, and I'll end it on this note, Unlike with other teams, you have to say things like, if it works, watch out for them. If Westbrook is able to fit in with those guys over there, watch out. If the Bulls are able to figure out a way for Lonzo Ball to coexist with DeMar DeRozan, watch out for them. If Kemba Walker is not going to continue to be a bum-ass nigga, like, he should be in the Paraplegic Olympics right the fuck on now. You feel me? And that is no shot. I just realized how ableist that is, and I want to apologize for that. If you cancel me off that, I completely understand. But if he decides to not be a bum-ass nigga, and Julius Randle is okay sharing the spotlight with someone, ooh, look out for them. If the Hawks are able to build off of what they just did, ooh, look out for them. We have already proven this shit works. We've already had LaMarcus Aldridge on the team before, and it worked. We've already had Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant on the floor at the same time, and it worked. We've had every variation of our starting lineup before with, you put Blake Griffin in there, Claxton, and it works. I just don't know. And for your Giannis statement, Giannis is really good. You obviously can't stop Giannis Antetokounmpo. But just one last time, let me know all the people y'all have to stop. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Paul Millsap, LaMarcus Aldridge, Patty Mills, Bruce Brown, Joe Harris, Blake Griffin, Claxton, Javon Carter, MVP Summer League Cam Thomas, Sekou, James Johnson, Day'Ron Sharpe, Kessler Edwards, DeAndre Bembry, Galil Okafor. You almost didn't beat us, and we only had Kevin Durant. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here. It's silly. It's silly to me. It's fucking silly to me. And that's no shots at the other team. The only team I legitimately really just don't respect is I don't have any respect for the Heat. No offense to y'all. Y'all are cool people. I just don't have any respect for the Heat. But outside of that, it's not that I don't respect other teams. It's just our team is too good. They're just too fucking good. If it took 7 games in overtime for the defending champions to beat us by 2, and it was just Kevin Durant year 1 off an Achilles injury when a nigga didn't play the whole season. Come on, man. Like, y'all gonna make me sound like a hater. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sound like a hater. You're not stopping that. I don't give a fuck who's out there. You're not stopping that. And yeah, Sean Marks, man, if he runs for president, he's got my vote. I don't give a fuck what he says. He's got my vote if he runs for president. Because if this man manages the country like how he's managing the Nets, God damn it, you got my vote. Fuck that. Anyway, I will see y'all later. This has been an hour-long video. I didn't expect to be on here this long. I appreciate y'all coming through and hanging out with me. If you're interested in watching this video at any time, it will be up on the channel somewhere. And if you're watching this in the morning because you didn't get to see it live, hope I entertained you for an hour. Hope you got your laundry done or something like that. Appreciate each and every one of y'all coming through. Appreciate my day ones, niggas that's been with me since the Lil Wayne videos and shit like that. Appreciate you chilling with the kid and such. And for all the Nets fans out there who have been supporting me, I really appreciate it. Thank you for letting me be a part of y'all's culture. I think I can comfortably say we now. I don't think I have to keep saying y'all. It's my 3rd fucking season. I feel like I've earned it. Appreciate y'all coming through. Gerard, see you later. Mike, see you later. Savage, Bed-Stuy, all you motherfuckers. I'll see y'all later. I might stream more. I haven't decided. I'm contemplating bringing live streams back after games. It's just I just got a crazy fucking job, so I don't know how well I'll be able to cover the season, but we'll do some form of a live stream again at some point. Anyway, I'll see y'all motherfuckers later. I gotta turn my air conditioning back on because it's hot as fuck. I'll see y'all later. Hey. Ooh.